Jones, dude.
Fucking Jones. No, but welcome to the show. Happy Friday, everybody. We are just enjoying some hangout, some bullshit talk. How are you gentlemen doing? How was your fucking week?
Wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's alright.
Is that aight?
Yep,
Is that a good way of summing it up right there?
I guess. Are we live? Did you check?
Yeah, that's what I was just clicking on, and then I heard you talking twice, and I was like, okay, good.
Good. We're on.
Plus, I want to be able
I think
to see.
it took a minute because it buffered, so it might have started late, but whatever.
Whatever. It is what it is.
We're
Welcome.
live now, though, right?
Yeah, we're live right now.
We're fucking live.
But yes, we are live on the internets. You know, a safe space once in the world, not so much more. I don't fucking know.
I don't
I'm
know
really
if there's ever a safe space, but
well. I can't even say you know what I mean because I don't even know what I mean as usual. Yeah. So we're just winging it, just hanging out as usual. I don't know what I'm fucking doing.
Adam's trying to get his thoughts together, think about shit.
Yeah, it never works out, dude. It never does.
No.
You know, even when it comes to listening to your guys' sports talk, and you know, you guys are referencing me like I feel like Adam right now. I can't speak normally.
It's true.
Yeah, that has happened a couple times.
Which is weird in a way because when you're sitting there thinking about it, and I'm like, I know it's like our show, and when I hear myself and not in an episode brought up, I'm like, oh, they're talking about me. It's like someone famous, and you're like, hey, mention my name.
Practically
You're famous
famous
to
at this
us,
point.
Adam. You're famous to us.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, you know, except when we're off camera and I'm, you know, getting called a fucking homo and an asshole and an idiot. And
We would never do that to you, dude.
Never.
it's okay. It's endearing to me. It really pushes me. All right. It makes me motivated to be better. Yeah. So my week, I'm fucking fried. I'm not going to lie. That's why I'm all over the place. I just started fucking overtime at work, dude. I'm 50-hour work weeks. I'm
Get
just
used to it, dude. It's the holidays coming up.
Oh, I know. But when like I'm looking at the consumer side, I can't even get excited about Black Friday or like the holidays. Well, the holidays apparently from what they're saying that this is going to be like the worst when it comes to like people trying to shop because like the shortages and shit. And then I'm looking at all this stuff coming into our warehouse and I'm like, I don't think there's a shortage unless, you know, the company I work for is just like doing the whole thing that people do like with those Xbox fridges, you know, the scalpers. Like it's the company I'm working for just scalping everything so that they can fucking, you know, profit off of it. Who knows?
I'm sure there's some of that too, dude.
I mean, maybe.
They're hearing about shortages and they're like, ah, shit, we better buy up all that we can, get stocked and ready.
That's true. Because the amount of shit that we're bringing in, I'm just like, why is this necessary? Who the fuck's going to buy this?
Necessary?
Necessary? Is it necessary to drink my own urine? It's going downhill so fast. I'm going to take a sip of my bourbon.
It started off downhill, bro.
I know.
You can't go downhill when you started at the bottom of the hill.
We're actually going uphill right now.
Well, let me do the Kevin Hart here. Help me, guys. Help me.
What would you like help with?
I don't know. Give me something interesting to talk about. Weren't we gonna fucking destroy Rotten Tomatoes?
There you go. So you didn't need our help.
But yeah,
we had it in them this whole time.
Yeah, we were talking about Rotten Tomatoes. I know we've bitched about this a lot of times before, you know, with that website just being so fucking completely off the mark when it comes to like the reviews on movies. Because obviously we do a lot of movie reviews on here, which shout out to the people who did not like the Dune movie review. Appreciate the hate. Thank you for taking the time to comment in your opinion. Because usually we don't get many.
Won't like Eternals.
You don't think so? I haven't actually watched any of the new trailers for that. Does it look any better?
It looks okay, but a lot of the things say it's a dense movie.
I thought it was a series.
What? No.
I swear to God, I thought it was a series.
No, a movie.
I thought it was a movie. That's all I know about it.
It is a movie.
I thought the Eternals was like they were going to go like the Mandalorian route and like do it episodically.
Well, no, it's a movie, and most of them will die. Spoiler alert.
Great.
It's pretty obvious if you know. I'm just a stupid kid with ADHD, but it's pretty obvious that they're gonna die. Most of them.
You need more action? You want more action?
I need more action.
What was that comment?
I gotta go watch Transformers. I can't appreciate cinematography. If we're being honest, Transformers was pretty cinematography beautiful.
I thought we did kind of give Dune its credit though with the cinematography and all
I know
that.
we did. I
I
even
thought
said
we
that
did
to
give
Adam,
it.
and Adam's like,
I
"I
thought
know,
we
I
did
heard
give
that.
it credit. Like,
We did. I just wanted a little more, but apparently that's not good enough."
Nope.
and seeing that's where like, yeah, I was fine with how it was the whole way.
People
Like,
can't take criticism, dude. They want to be a
but
part of a cult following, and that's all they want. So
yeah, I
That
thought
is
we
true.
gave it its due because again, yeah, you could definitely tell that it was shot for like IMAX or whatever the fuck, or if
that was
in
shot for
IMAX, like,
IMAX.
oh
Visually
yeah,
beautiful movie.
it would look
Great
great.
soundtrack. Just not a lot of action. Not
Action.
even that it lacked action. It just there was no finishing touches to the action. Like we still don't know what happened with Josh Brolin's character. So
La 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 Miss Saigon Allah.
shut up. You haven't watched it yet. It's your fault.
Yeah, I haven't had
Fuck you.
time. I haven't had time. I'm working nights and I'm sleeping days.
Excuses.
It is an excuse.
It doesn't matter. Adam will love it.
Yeah, you will.
He loves every movie.
It's right up his
I don't
alley
know.
too. Cinematography.
No, it is good though, Adam. I liked it. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it watching it.
It's not that I
Well,
thought it was bad. It was just disappointing as hell.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, well, I'll have to see. I'll eventually watch it. I'll probably watch it here in the next couple days in pieces. But yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, speaking of movies, they always seem to be the opposite of what's going on with like the people that actually like the audience score, which is kind of what I talk to you guys about this all the time. I go for the audience score. Like that's what I care about. Like I still read the reviews of, the critics because usually whatever they say, I'm like, all right, I can expect the opposite. But yeah, Rotten Tomatoes is just comical at this point, especially with all this, social justice and opinion, internet related bullshit. It seems like Rotten Tomatoes kind of coerces their reviews more towards what's socially going on as opposed to like just that specific movie or show or whatever. In my opinion, I don't know if that's what you guys think. That's just kind of how I view it.
Well, like I said before, I don't really know a whole lot of Rotten Tomatoes, nor do I give a shit anyways about them.
All right, end of this
I don't
segment.
base my
Jesus Christ.
well, I don't base my opinion off of what they say on movies or anything, or even bother reading them. I usually talk to you guys about movies because we have the general same like in movies. So
Well, that's what we're
Besides
saying
me.
now. This is like a fucking $1 million corporation who just puts out bullshit.
that's not surprising. Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, when I talked about the whole Halloween movie, the second one they just came out with for that trilogy or whatever, and I was like, there's really no story progression, but it's like a good slasher. Like there was reviews on Rotten Tomatoes where they're like, there's no character building, there's no this. It's like, yeah, like if they don't have it, it's whatever. But like, you really expect that going into this? Like, especially knowing that it's like the middle part of the movie.
You do got to take a movie for what it is. Like, yeah.
I will tell you, my mother
if
did
it's a
not
horror
like that
slasher.
movie.
The second one, Halloween
yeah,
Kills.
Yeah, and she
Why?
loves Halloween because she was pissed off at the gore. She was like, Halloween and Michael Myers is not like I guess there's a scene where he like kills a kid in the kitchen. He just keeps stabbing him multiple times. She's like, he's never done that. He slits their throat, kills them, and just walks away.
And what's
He
funny
doesn't
is
sit
that
there and just play with his victims.
well, the thing was with that scene, and my dad, when we were watching it, he even pointed that out. He's like, he never does this. Like, that's weird. And I was like, if you think about it, if you watch that scene, he doesn't have a knife yet. So when he kills that person, he's going through the butcher block of all the knives. And I was like, he's testing out which knife is the best. He's literally taking each one, stabbing it in there. He went through like 6 of them, and then he grabs the last one. And he was like, this is the one. And then he leaves. I was like, that's what he was doing. He wasn't just mercilessly destroying this body. And he was like, oh, that actually makes sense. I'm like, you got to think.
Yeah, this movie's just too dense.
You're not intellectually sound enough. Go watch Transformers.
I love it.
How can you not wrap your mind around? Did you see that they're calling Michael Myers homophobic? There was a couple articles circulating.
Did he kill someone who was gay?
He killed a gay couple in the movie, and there's some articles going around that he's homophobic. I'm like, this dude's a psychopath. He kills everybody.
Yeah.
Like he killed black people. He killed black people in this movie. No one's saying he's a racist. Like he's a murderer. Now he's a selective homophobic murderer. And the best part about that movie was that gay couple. Like they were hilarious. Like and one of the guys from Mad TV was one of the gay guys. The dude in Austin Powers. Well, I'm about to explain it. The guy from Austin Powers who goes, no.
Oh yeah, is that Tom McDonald or something like that?
No, that's the
No, that's not
rapper.
Tom McDonald, dude. That's a rapper.
He's that independent rapper.
There is a dude named like something McDonald though, wasn't it?
I think it's some McDonald, maybe.
Maybe it is Tom McDonald. I don't think about it.
No, I'm gonna look like an asshole. Let me pull it up.
Is it the guy who played Stewart?
Michael McDonald.
Yeah, Stewart, the guy who plays Stewart. He was one of the gay couple, one of the guys in the gay couple, and it was hilarious. Like they're so funny together. No, yeah, they get.
I had his first name wrong.
So yeah, there was
fucking dense idiot, dude.
So many McDonald's,
ADD, dude.
I was gonna go with Ronald, but I just felt like that definitely was wrong.
Ronald McDonald. I mean, yeah, this movie was extremely gory, like horribly gory. I mean, there's a scene where a dude gets like stabbed like right here, and they just like show it all happen, and he's sitting there going like, ah, and it's like right underneath his eye, and you're just like, oh, like I feel that. Like they do a good job of like making you feel like what you see the people do. Like you watch horror movies, you're like, oh, that's gruesome, but like you really don't sit there and go like, I can feel that like in my head, like what that would feel like. And there's a couple scenes in there where you're just like, yeah, like it gives you like that, like I would not want that to happen to me whatsoever.
No Michael Myers for you.
No. Michael Myers, I did see a funny TikTok that I saved where it was, and it probably is staged, but it's still funny the way that they do it. It's a wife driving down the road, and you see this dude dressed as Michael Myers during the daytime, just slowly walking through a cornfield, and she's like, get in the car. And he just turns around. She's like, you're supposed to be at work. It's like her husband. She's like, you're wandering around in a cornfield, scaring people. You know, there's kids going to and from school right now. You're scaring the shit out of them. Get in the goddamn car. And he's like slowly walking in the car. And there's 3 connected videos where he does this every year. The second year, he's like riding a scooter around the development and she's yelling at him. And the third year, he's on top of a building, like on the second floor in like the city. And she's like, I get multiple calls that you're walking around looking into business windows. She's like, how the fuck did you get up there? Then she's like, this is how I got up there. She's like, now I got to start hiding the ladders at the house. It's so funny that you think this small town have gotten so used to it. They're like, I know who that is. I'm going to call his wife so they can get him the fuck out of here. Like, it's ingenious. He's just in the town. Yeah, he's just walking around a cornfield in the middle of the day, slow walking as Michael Myers. And it's like, that's great. Because I would shit my pants if I saw that. I'd be like, the fuck? Like, what's going on? I love when people prank people like that. It's ingenious. I feel like I'm talking to myself here. Would you fucking say something, one of you two? Jesus Christ.
What's Cody's opinion on Rotten Tomatoes?
It's fucking terrible.
It's a great review.
Yeah.
You're just as bad as they are.
I've already been given horrible reviews, so.
Oh, what, on our show?
I fit in with Rotten Tomatoes.
It's true. No, I give horrible reviews because I give everything an A+. It takes a lot for me to hate a movie, as we all know.
It does. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a movie you hate.
Well, Passion of the Christ.
Wow.
You asshole.
Cinematography wasn't there.
He died for your sins, dude.
That's unbelievable. I'm
Mel
putting
Gibson.
my resignation.
Resignation now. God, you got to think controversial movies like that. What other movies have been controversial?
The Da Vinci Code.
That's true.
Really, it was the book, but
is it just all religious movies?
Yeah, usually. You can't go against the narrative, dude. Actually got into this discussion at work today about history and World War II. And then I found out that my boss is super into, she's like, I don't want to sound like weird, but I'm really fascinated by World War II. And I was like, oh, you should be. And I was like,
I mean, she doesn't want to sound weird. Then like that's a normal thing.
It is, but I mean, look at how like World War II is so like villainized and shit.
I mean, Germany, as it should be in certain aspects, yes.
It should be. So I can understand why she like necessarily don't want to just put it out there like, oh, I'm obsessed with World War II.
Yeah, I mean like, there's a lot of death and, you know, attempted genocide and everything else.
Oh, the whole world changed, dude.
I wouldn't say attempted genocide. I would say
successful genocide.
it was pretty successful.
I mean,
6 million times.
The Jews are still around, so I mean, it wasn't.
Okay, it wasn't a complete like, yeah.
I actually saw a Hitler meme the other day. It was hilarious. It was like, oh shit. I was listening to what was it? Two Bears, One Cave. It's the Burt Kreischer, Tom Segura podcast that they do together. And they were talking about, I forgot what rapper came out with like a documentary or something like that. And they were like, Tom Segura goes, yeah, his documentary is called My Struggle. And he's like, I wonder if he knows the connection that it's the same thing as Hitler's book. He's like, did anyone tell him? Like, was anyone like, I don't know if we should name this My Struggle. I know it's in English, but like, he's like, you think the executives were like, I don't think we should do this. Like, it's kind of like close to what Hitler did. And he was like, who's that? And they're like, you know what? No, just roll with it. You know what? Just go. Like, you don't even know who he is. Just let it ride.
Yeah, I could see a lot of people buying that, not really making that connection.
But when you like know it, and it's like My Struggle, it's like probably not the best title. And then there was another one where it was like Hitler playing his favorite video game, and it was Minecraft, but it was spelled like in German, like Minecraft. I was like, that's great. And it shows him on the couch. He's got like the fucking what is it? The zombie cube head on. He's sitting there with the fucking controller and shit. How long does it take for a horrible tragedy like that, where you've got the Holocaust, you got 9/11 or something, where you think it's socially acceptable to make jokes like that? Because today, I mean, make jokes about Hitler
and
like,
make jokes about it now.
But I'm saying, like, at what point do you think when something like that happens, where it's like okay to make those jokes?
I think it all depends on the person listening to the joke. If it's a funny joke, if it's right after and it's funny, I can't help but laugh, even if it's fucked up.
As long as you understand the joke, that's what's lost in today's society is
understanding the joke too.
Being able to disconnect from the real world for a second.
That's the whole point. I love comedy. Like, I go there to hear shit that no one else would say, especially in like a public setting like that. Like, that's why I love comedy. Like, I got tickets to go see Lewis Black here in December. I'm so excited to hear him go on some fucking angry rants. Like, I'm probably going to have to make sure that I have ibuprofen, because my midsection, I'm assuming, is going to be hurting from the amount of times that I'm probably going to laugh. I mean, you guys have listened to Lewis Black's comedy, right?
Never heard of him.
Here and there, yeah.
You fucking with me? You've never heard of him? Really? Oh my God. You would love...
How am I fucking with you? I'm just sitting here.
That's fine. You guys fuck with me a lot, so I never know anywhere. I'm walking on eggshells here, whether I'm getting fucking,
I'm pretty sure he's fucking around.
I never know with him. He's got such a good poker face, and I've got such fucking PTSD from getting fucked with. I don't know.
Yeah, I know who Lewis Black is.
Thank you, Jesus. I was having an aneurysm. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with this. But yeah, I'm so excited to see him, especially with like, I know he's going to have social commentary on what's going on in today. Yeah. And he's got like that Jewish anger that he brings that is just hilarious, because he's always talking about, and that's the best type of comedy, in my opinion, is when someone brings intellectual opinions to the bullshittery that's going on in the world, whether it's anything. Most people, they talk politics, they talk whatever, but I like somebody that just talks about just the idiocy of everything and how stupid shit is. Like, I was watching TV this morning, and this is how much of an introvert, and I stay at home too much and talk to myself. No surprise.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But I was watching, I turned on the TV, and it was like one of those random channels where they like just have infomercials running all the time, and the random celebrities that are like tied to these, companies that you've never heard of. And you're like, oh, I didn't know that there was a spokesperson for that. That must have been an easy payday, whatever. And it was like that company Car Shield. Have you ever heard of them or seen? Yeah. Well, I forgot who the celebrity was, but then it cuts to like, the spokesperson who's just sitting there talking about it. And the guy was like, it's a car insurance company, if anyone doesn't know. And he was like, I'm going to give you the industry secrets that the professionals will never tell you. A lot of these cars these days are high tech with a lot of stuff that you don't understand. It's like, oh, no shit. We're putting technology in cars now. I didn't know that. I'm so glad you gave me that secret. What's Bluetooth? I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I literally was saying this out loud. I was like, oh, no shit, Sherlock. There's fucking computer chips in the car. Who would have thunk it? And I'm like, I'm literally talking to no one. I was like, I've lost my goddamn mind. I was like, is this what causes people to go into stand-up? Like, you're just sitting at home screaming at the TV and you're like, I should just write material because I might as well tell it to a crowd. What's the worst that could happen? I'll just end up back at home screaming at the TV, not getting paid for it. I might as well give it a shot. And I feel like that's what
Is
like
is this like you coming out with your career choice?
Yeah, dude. Are you about to be a comedian?
I mean, most comedians are, funny because they're and they're depressed, and I'm pretty depressed. So I feel like I've got a lot of pain that can,
Been feeling a little sad lately, dude.
Yeah, I need to talk to somebody. So I figure I might as well talk to the masses. That'll be my therapy.
To the masses.
Record a public opinion, dude. You're gonna open yourself up to that.
Yeah, I mean, I already, you guys already berate me, so I'm already used to it. So if I go in front of a crowd,
I don't think we're that bad.
No, you're not. I'm just giving you shit. But it's like when I was messing with Nick before the show, and I said something. He's like, "That's not funny. You need to come up with something better." I was like, "See, I'm testing shit out here. Like, I'm trying to find that cadence."
It was like the essence of what you're trying to get to is like, okay, but you can come up with a better joke around that.
It's true, but I'm not sitting here trying to write material. I'm just going off the cuff.
Well, dude, you got to refine it though.
As they say in the media, I'm being brave. Okay, I'm putting myself out there.
You're telling us your truth.
Yeah, I'm living my truth. I'm living Mein Kampf. All right, my struggle right now. All right, my struggle into the foray of being a starving comedian. I don't think honestly I could ever do stand-up unless I was hammered. I think the first time I ever did it, I'd have to be like completely hammered. That way, like when I get no response, I would just literally be like, yeah, fuck you guys. And I just keep going. No, I just keep going. I'd be like, you're not going to laugh. Well, then I'm just going to sit here and irritate you for the next like 20 minutes or whatever my set time is. Like I would get enjoyment out of that. Just like we were laughing at the negative comments we got. We're like, yes, like give me the hate. Give me the hate. Please.
Would you end your set the same way you end the podcast? If you made it to the end here, I love you. If you didn't, fuck you.
You couldn't tell me that wouldn't be funny. Because even if no one liked the shit, they'd be like, well, at least I could appreciate that. I mean, he said what he said. Do you think you guys could do a stand-up? Like, do you think you have enough, like what type of stand-up do you think you'd be able to do? Like, what type of comedy would you run with? Life experience, like pre-made jokes? Like, what do you think would be easiest for you?
Probably life experience.
I like to just make fucked up jokes, so...
Nick will still go Jimmy Carr route.
I don't know if I do like stand up, but I'd more like probably just like to write for somebody or like a show or something, more so that instead of stand up.
You want to be a ghostwriter?
I don't think stand up would really be my thing. Just get in a room with some people, like when we sit around, like you, me, or Kevin, or something.
He's socially
like,
awkward, bro.
And just bullshit about stuff. Like we can come up with some funny shit where it's like, yeah, we could like, write something around this, but stand up wouldn't really be my thing.
You know, it's funny you said socially awkward, not to get like off topic because it kind of relates. With this whole pandemic bullshit and like not going out and like not having a want to go out because shit's just, obviously stupid, mask, no mask, like shit's closed. You just don't feel like going anywhere. At least I don't. And I don't go anywhere like unless I really have to. And today I was like, all right, I'm going to go out and get a haircut. And like when I get a haircut and like every time I've found lately, and I don't know if it's because I have anxiety or not, I got to figure that out. But I went out to get a haircut today and just having a conversation with someone cutting my hair and being out in the public. I just had this thought. I was like, fuck this. I was like, I do not like this. Like, it's like, I don't like people more so than I did before this shit. But now that I'm like trying to go back out into the foray of like being around people, I'm like, I don't like anybody. And I don't want to have, like, this is the one thing I hate about getting a haircut. I know that they have to make conversation because they're trying to, get a tip or, they don't want to just sit there and just have a guy staring at the mirror and not say anything. Like, it's weird. I get it. You don't want, it's awkward for them. But when there's something about when someone tries to like force a conversation, it's so goddamn uncomfortable. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
Look at me. I've been in New Jersey too long. I'm like, there's nothing there. Jesus Christ. When there's nothing there, it's like pulling teeth. And I'm like, I like having small talk. Like us, we're bullshitting right now. Like this is literally small talk. I can do that. Maybe because we're not in person, even though we're on the internet, I don't see those people. So I'm like, whatever. I know we've got 3 people watching. Hi, I don't see you. So you're not going to fuck with my anxiety. But
not today, fuckers.
Not today, ISIS. It's not happening today. I got enough. Well, I forget what I said. I was going to say something.
You're getting off topic, dude. You're getting off topic.
Yeah, but being out in the public, I'm just like, I want to be in and out so fast so I can just get back home. Like, fuck this, fuck being around people. If I'm walking behind someone in a grocery store or anywhere I'm going and they're just like, la, 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 I'm like, I have a purpose. Like, just like, you want to walk around with a zombie with no fucking purpose in life? Get the fuck out of my way.
I cannot stand that shit.
Oh
when I'm walking around somewhere and either like going grocery shopping, because it's like, I go in there, it's like, I know what I want, I'm trying to get the fuck out. I hate getting stuck behind slow ass motherfuckers. I'm like, you just get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, like, I don't want to be out here. I'm out here for a reason so I can get back home and do nothing. Like, that's my goal, is to like get what I need done so that I can enjoy doing nothing.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
Just, I know most women hate that about men, that we can just sit there and just be happy literally doing nothing and thinking about nothing. And like the one comedian said, when like women are always asking you, like, what are you thinking about? It's like, you do not want to know what I'm thinking about, because it is so absurdly retarded that your mind would fucking explode if I was to explain to you what I'm thinking about right now. That makes no goddamn sense. But I'm content having that thought. And I'm just like, maybe, like, but it like has no bearing
you got
on
a
anything.
mental problem, bro.
Well, I mean, that's easy. I've been brainwashed by the government. All right. I'm a fucking,
that's for sure. Yeah.
Luckily, I wasn't in the PCP testing area, or era of, working for the government, where they're like, well, we have these guys by the balls and we own them. So let's test out some, let's do acid tests and PCP. And
then it would have been real fun, dude.
Here, smoke this and smoke this and go take over that hill.
There you go.
Not going to lie. It's one of those things where, can you imagine what that would feel like? Like the courage, like you take PCP or cocaine and just having like that, like, nothing can kill me.
Be fucking weird. Well, I guess it wouldn't be weird because you wouldn't feel weird on it. You would just feel like, nothing can kill you.
This is life.
This is life.
This is life.
That's why
Shrek
I
is
think
life, dude. Shrek is love.
You got to wonder if, obviously, we know certain drugs are illegal because it's drugs and they can't tax it or they don't know how to do it, and other people are making money that are not, in whatever. But you got to think, like, drugs empower people in a certain way. You take cocaine, you're just like, I can do anything. Like, fuck you. Like,
drink
get
a whole
out
lot
of
of alcohol, and then when you come down off the cocaine, realize how fucking drunk you are and puke your guts out for the next 45 minutes.
Speaking from experience, dude.
Yeah, that shit's for real.
Yeah, I've had that experience myself. Not the puking part, but like just go. And I'm like, why can't I come down from this? Like, it's.
That's probably what kind of comedian I'd be. Getting us back on track here. I would take shrooms and write all my content.
See, and that's the thing. Like,
we have some great jokes when we're fucking tripping balls.
I've watched you guys.
Eddie
been in the
Lacy
room.
would have no chance.
I remember the first time that I was around you guys for like that, and I was like, holy shit! These guys are having a blast.
Yep.
I was just sitting there drinking.
It's fun, dude.
Yeah,
oh, that's right. I forgot you were just sitting in that chair.
Well, yeah, because I wasn't in on it, and I was like, no, I wasn't a part of this. You guys go ahead. Like, I'll just enjoy. And I was like, man, they're having fun. I was like, man, fuck.
It was fun.
But it's like, I feel like it empowers, and obviously it's a fake empowering, but like, you got to think, if they just let anyone do that, like, can you imagine if all drugs were legal? How many people would just be running amok? It would just be fucking madness everywhere.
I don't think it would be that much.
I don't think
madness.
so.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't think a lot of people aren't doing heroin because it's illegal. I really don't think that's the case.
And you could do heroin safely.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That's one that I'm like, I know it's a bad idea, but I'm like, I'm really curious. Like, what? Like, I really want to know.
I just watched that podcast of that the Columbia professor who does like heroin regularly and stuff on not the one with Joe Rogan, but he was on Lex Friedman's podcast.
Well, like microdosing.
He didn't really go into like his routine and stuff, which I think he does on Joe Rogan's podcast, goes into that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But on Lex Friedman's, he was just talking about that stuff. Like, it was just really interesting. Really interesting. I do want to go watch Rogan's podcast and see if he does get into how he does it, because I think it would probably be microdosing.
It's not really microdosing, but he's just doing it at, like, he's found the dose for him.
Yeah.
And, sticks to it, has a system.
And he's talking to, like,
it's safely.
Yeah. He's got all his shit taken care of pretty much. He said it's like, environment affects it a lot, which I know we've all talked about. Like, we know for sure
Shrooms is
environment
definitely affected.
very much so.
Tried to tell you.
I wanted it, but
You did, and you learned.
yes, I did. Yes,
And
I did.
you drug Kevin into it.
I came back a changed man. I'll tell you what. Whew.
I saw the multiverse.
You guys took an eighth of shrooms in the woods camping.
Not even.
Like,
but it felt like it was an eighth, dude.
Fuck that.
It was half of one.
I do not want
an environment he's never been in, and just fucking went balls to the wall.
Hey, I wanted it.
No, I do not want to go relive a real world Blair Witch Project scenario where I think that shit's actually happening.
See, it wasn't like anything like that.
Well, no, because I tell you right now, I had a non-drug related situation when I went camping this past summer. Now that we're in the fall, I can say that. This past summer with my buddies back in Ohio, where you guys are at.
And you didn't come visit us? Yep, I remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I apologize. 8-hour drive back after a 3-day fucking bender.
I mean, you said you were going to come, so,
I know.
We waited up the whole weekend.
I know. I fucked that up.
Dude, it made me feel like when I was young, my mom said she was going to pick us up for the weekends and never did.
Wow.
It hurt, dude.
You're blaming me for your trauma?
Yes.
All right.
You took me right back. You took me right back.
Well, if you ever need me in your therapy session, I'll be in there to discuss it. We can figure that out. But I went on that trip and I was like hammered, extremely hammered. And I was like, fuck.
Drunk.
And I was like, I'm going to go into the tent. Like, it's like 1 a.m. Everyone was still, partying, whatever. And I was like, I'm going to go lay down. Like, fuck this. I gotta drive 8 hours tomorrow after already driving 2 hours away from this campsite. And I'm laying in the tent and there was a bunch of people that were like smoking pot and doing edibles and shit. Well, there was a guy there who had not done it in a long time. And he said he was very sensitive to it. And so he did some edibles and was like, oh, I think I'll be okay. My girlfriend's here, yada, yada. And I'm laying in this tent, like drunk, trying to fall asleep. And all of a sudden you hear people outside and then you just hear, I'm not kidding, the most blood curdling scream out of nowhere. And I'm talking like it sounds like someone just got fucking stabbed and murdered. And then just silence. Like there's like, we're in a like cul-de-sac type camp area where like you've got like 3 different campsites there. You hear all these people and then it's just dead quiet. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, I'm not going out there. I was like, fuck this. And I'm so drunk. I'm thinking like, what if there's zombies? I was like, is this like, I started having bad thoughts, like zombie apocalypse, like someone just got eaten. We're out in the woods. Like, I don't fucking know. And it was quiet for the longest time. And I was like, nope. I'm just staying in the tent, not opening this. Nope.
That's how you get your ass eaten if there is zombies, dude.
Like I had those
find
thoughts
you eventually.
Yeah, I had those thoughts. Like you see people who are like self-aware in horror movies are like, do you not watch movies? I was like, nope, I know all the signs. No, thank you. And I fell asleep. Come to find out, I wake up the next morning, everyone's talking, and that guy was like, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, he had a panic attack and freaked out so bad that he thought he was dying and screamed as if he was dying, which is why it sounded real. And then his girlfriend and everybody had to go and calm him down the whole bit and everything like that. But he was like freaking the fuck out. And I was like, oh,
pussy.
I was like, not thank God that he was freaking out, but I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, thankfully that was all it was. But I was like, someone died. I'm gonna stay in the tent. I was like, no. It's like, I have enough experience to know how to handle situations like that, I guess, but I am too wasted for this. I was like, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. No.
So crazy that people react like that to weed.
Well, yeah, I mean, and they were just basic edibles, but he just was like very sensitive.
I would have been geeking hard.
Well, I don't know what it was, but he said he was like going in and out. Like he fell asleep. He said he was going in and out of like nightmares. And then one of his like last nightmares, like the 4th one he woke up from, he like woke up from it, but he woke up with it like following him. So like he visually was seeing what he was dreaming about. So it was like, he felt like it was a reality and it wasn't a dream. And that's why he like lost his shit. I felt bad for the dude, but I was just like.
So you got psychosomatic on everybody?
What's that techno
now, when
song?
you say that, do you mean like he was starting fires at the stalks?
You're in my head. Get out of my brain. What was it at the end of Anchorman 2 when he actually had telepathy? He's like, Ron, I'm here.
It's when they're doing the fight in the park.
Yeah. And he's like, I knew it. You do have psychic powers. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm here to help you.
I just love the lingerie. And he says it's for the boys. Like, what does he say? He's like lace man or
Yeah, I'm
something.
lace
like
man.
that.
Yeah.
I think this is for me. No, it's not.
He opens it up and they're like, oh, okay, that's for me. He's like, no, it isn't. It's a superhero costume. And he puts the fucking thong over his face. Oh, such a good movie. But yeah, that like drug trips are crazy. Really fucking crazy. Like,
I never trip on drugs. Ever.
even if there's a
No.
fire.
No, it's a nice mind expanding experience.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
I
But
feel like
can I
most
say-
people should go through it once in their life just to get a better perspective on things or a different perspective.
I want to take ayahuasca, dude.
That would be fun.
I do.
you said that, and I was thinking of Scary Movie too. And he's like, Hiawatha. I would love to do like ayahuasca or like opium, like old school, like opium with the big long fucking pipes that they used to have back in the day.
Chinese drug den, dude. Is that what you're talking about?
Who wants to watch some anime and take some movie?
I could just picture Adam in a fucking den with a TV, just anime playing, and he's just sitting there for days.
Take a big rip and just pull back and go, Hiawatha!
Watching
Molly.
Domestic
That's
Girlfriend.
hilarious.
I would actually rewatch that high. It would probably be like the 7th time I've watched that series, though.
Jesus.
Highly recommend. Good anime. Domestic Girlfriend. Check it out. Anyone, in here. The
No.
2 people.
They left.
They
They
left.
left now that you said that.
I've been seeing them going in and out. We go like 3 back down to 1, then up to 3. And I'm like, at what point were we talking about where we dropped to 1? And I'm like, either when I was rambling or I was like talking
So,
about
like, right
something
now?
stupid. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whoever's number 2, because I know I'm one of them. Sorry. Actually, no, I don't. Not sorry.
You are sorry.
Don't say you're sorry, dude.
I'm very sorry.
No, but I want to do ayahuasca so bad.
Yeah,
That'd be
it would
pretty
be
dope.
an interesting experience.
Or like a DMT trip.
Yeah.
What is that,
I've
like IV trip or whatever? The IV
I
drip
don't know.
of, I think it's DMT.
I
There's
don't know.
like
but I've
an
heard
IV drip
IV
where
drip
it keeps you
DMT.
in. It keeps you in the trip for like 2 hours instead of like
steadily?
the fucking 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've heard that the DMT 10, like you're in for 10 minutes, but it feels like a fucking eternity.
Right.
Yeah.
But this like
Ugh.
IV drip like keeps you in there for 2 hours.
That'd be insane.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
You could live a whole lifetime on this high, dude. And then come out of it and be like, I want back in.
And you wonder why people are addicted.
Yeah.
And you're ruining your life. Well, I'm ruining this one, but I'm traveling back to the good one. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Speaking of traveling back to a new life, dude, how about Facebook changing their name?
I was
Meta.
just thinking that when I seen
So
something
meta.
today on Twitter about like this metaverse thing that they got going
Yeah,
on.
dude.
What
It's
is
like,
this shit
It's
now?
like Ready Player One in real life, dude. That's
That's
legitimately what it is.
That's what like it was like a quick tweet of something about that, and I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? People are just gonna be plugged into this thing like
Yeah, that's what
all
it
the
is.
time.
Well, I
Legit.
also heard when they announced that, I don't know if you heard, but for the Oculus Quest 2, they're going to be releasing that they've been working on for a while.
San Andreas.
VR port for San Andreas.
Sweet. I don't know how that relates to what you're saying, but I like it.
You're plugging in. I'm plugging into a universe where I can beat a hooker to death and get my money back in POV. All right. I'm throwing the punches. All right.
They got first person view on console, dude.
Yeah, come on, dude.
They do. They got they also got the VR port that someone modded for GTA 5. I know you've seen it, Cody. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen it, Nick.
I don't think so. No.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I don't think unless you show me. No.
This dude's driving around and he's like, he picks up a hooker and he's like in VR driving around in GTA 5 and he's like talking shit to her and she's like, let's find a spot. And he's like, calm down. He's like, I'm looking for one. Like, just chill. And then he goes in the parking lot. She's like, here's good. And he's like, Jesus, all right, cool. Like, just pump the brakes. Like, we're gonna get to it. And he keeps like, you see him keep looking at her in the car and shit. He's like driving around the city. I'm like, this looks like so much fun. But San Andreas,
I could pick up a hooker and not get in trouble. That's all you're thinking. Let's be honest.
I mean, let's be honest.
And you can kill it right afterwards and get your money back.
Exactly. All right. I
All
get
in
to
first person.
What is GTA all about? Living out criminal activity without being criminalized. All right. So if I can do that in person and make it feel real, there's going to be a lot of kids that are grow up to be gangsters now.
It's amazing that the younger generation's pussies with fucking Grand Theft Auto.
What I think is crazy is that of all games, you have Mark Zuckerberg touting a M-rated game where you could do such things. And he's like, I'm so excited to announce. And it's like, of all the games, like you're this family-oriented social connecting site.
Dude, it's Rockstar.
What game is it?
San Andreas.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, because Oculus is their thing.
Yeah, but it was like of all games, and I'm like, they're talking about this, but he's like saying it in such a like nice way where it sounds like he's like talking about VR Spyro the Dragon, but it's like we're talking about a game where you become like a drug lord / kingpin where you beat hookers to death and fucking murder people and you know all this other shit. And he's like so excited to announce
because it makes money, bro.
Yep,
I get that, but it's just funny. I find it funny when he's all talking. You know,
find it humorous.
Funny.
I find it humorous when you have a site.
Humorous.
You have a site that's taking down, you know, bad language or, you know, they're covering up posts because they may be violent and it gives you the option to look at it or not, but they're touting a game where you can fucking just straight out murder people and go on a rampage in a city and beat hookers to death. And it's like, that's okay, but we have to censor this picture because it might offend people. I'm like, it's kind of funny. It's like, you're going both ways here.
Yep.
I don't find that funny, dude.
I find it funny.
I find that atrocious.
Fucked up.
Atrocious.
Absolutely atrocious.
It's absolutely reprehensible behavior. It's despicable.
What kind of bourbon you drinking, dude?
Well, I said bourbon because I keep buying bourbon, but this is actually I picked up Captain Morgan private stock because I haven't had it in a while. And
you know, it's funny, dude. I was thinking about picking up a bottle like this weekend or next weekend myself too. It's funny you say that.
I haven't had it in a while because I've been doing a lot of bourbons and whiskeys, and I was getting another bottle for my father to replace some Woodford Reserve. So I got him another bottle of that, and I was like, I want to get something else. I've had whiskeys like for the past like 2 months, and I saw the private stock, and I was like, I haven't had that in a minute, let alone a rum. And it was funny. I was telling him today when I took a sip of it, you know, obviously it's a dark liquor, but it looks like whiskey until you drink it. You wouldn't know that it's rum. And so my brain was telling me, you know, prepare for the whiskey taste. And then when I sipped it and I got the rum, my brain went, oh, what is that? But I'm like, this is good, but I wasn't expecting that, you know, and like you think you're anticipating a taste and you taste something else, like completely fucks you up. So I had to like remind myself
to get it normal.
Yeah, and then once I had a couple sips and a full glass, I was like, all right, this is really good. I remember now. And then I had 2 more glasses, and then I stumbled my way to bed.
Once I had a few tastes and a full glass.
Pretty sure anything tastes good after a full glass. You're like, oh, this is really good.
Private stock is delicious.
By the way, has food gone back to tasting normal to you guys, or does it all still taste like cat shit after Hell's Kitchen?
It's gotten back to normal, but I still think about it. every time I eat, I just think about like what that food was and what I've eaten since.
I get the meat sweats thinking about it.
Yeah,
it's just not the same.
Really not. It's depressing.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. All I know is the what is it? The 1950s like throwback. What's that place in Vegas? It was like they do the throwback like 1950s. Like hot dogs, slushies, and shit like that. It's like Johnny Something's. They always play in like the Johnny B. Good song. I don't know. It was in one of the hotels that we were at when I was there.
No idea, bro. I've got no idea.
Like I ever have a fucking idea.
Ivermectin.
This video is getting banned.
That whole video, everything this whole thing's fucked now. Whole thing's fucked. Wow. Misinformation. You're not allowed to post this.
Horse dewormer.
Horse manure.
Manure.
We can't share this on Facebook, but make sure you download, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Oculus Quest 2.
The whole video is going to be censored outside of that part.
We won't talk about ivermectin, but if you want to know how to be a successful entrepreneur starting from the streets, download this game.
Get big black dildos to beat people with to death and a gimp suit.
That reminds me of the Arkansas. You ever see the Arkansas get vaccine for the hood?
No.
I'm gonna remind me. I'm showing you guys after this. Tim
Is this
Dillon
like
showed it on his podcast like a month ago, and he was like, "What is this? What's going on here?" He's like, he looked at Ben. He was like, "Can you watch this and be like, this is racist?" It's hilarious, bro. Hilarious.
Dude, Tim Dillon is just he's another type. He's another breed of person, man.
Yeah.
He's very specific.
Speaking of which, are we going to see him?
I don't know. What day was it?
November 5th. I think it's next Friday, honestly.
No.
Where
at?
Pittsburgh.
No, because I don't have any PTO left either. The last of what I got left is already scheduled for when this baby's supposed to be.
Should I drive to Pittsburgh for that? I'm off on
Me and
Friday.
Kim are thinking about it. Kim took a half day.
Where in Pittsburgh?
Honestly, I'm not sure. You'd have to look it up.
I'm gonna look it up right now to see how far it is from me. I don't even care that I'm doing it on the show. Tim
Yeah,
Dillon.
dude. We could record it ourselves going there, dude.
Do it, live stream it.
They have a meet and greet. I'll pay for it to ask him one question for the podcast, dude.
Something about bird dogs, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy bird dogs to wear there, dude. Like my wife's a cunt.
I told you we got a
buddy. I suck his dick. Now she knows.
I'd be like, he's really good. He's really good. I was like, and I gotta tell you, afterwards, when I put my shit back into those bird dogs, after that. He's gone. Now he's back.
Gone.
Oh,
Just happened.
I'm
dude.
back, dude. I like froze.
gotcha.
Weird.
Well, it's
I didn't
only
hear
2 hours
anything you
away
guys
from
said.
me. I'd fucking go to that.
That's
If
not
you,
bad.
if you guys
It's 2
are
hours
actually
for
gonna,
me, dude. Tickets were pretty cheap. They were like $40 or something.
by the way,
If you were
anyone who
gonna
doesn't
go
know,
and just come back that night. It's only 2 hours.
I mean,
I think the
that's what I
show's at
would
like
do.
7:30.
I'd probably get a hotel just because I got to work the next day because I'll probably have a couple of drinks or whatever, and then I'd just leave and come back because I don't have to work till 6 p.m. So that's something to think about. We'll talk about that after the show. If you guys are going to that, I might go to it.
Okay.
It'd be a good PR
I was thinking
movement.
about it, but
We'll leave Nicholas at home, dude.
If Adam's gonna go, I'm not going.
Likely excuse.
You see, what did I say about talking to you? Like, we're not that bad, and you're like, if he's going, I will. I love Tim Dillon, but I don't want to see that fucking.
Listen, dude, you didn't come visit me in Ohio, so fuck you. I don't want to see you again.
You're seeing me right now.
And I hate it, dude. You know how bad I want to claw my eyes out of my head?
You're seeing me right now, and I hate it.
You think I'm enjoying this shit?
If I didn't work with you on this show that we don't make money from, I swear to God, I wouldn't talk to you.
You're lucky I get paid so much.
Oh my God. Dude, I am sweating right now. Why is it so fucking
You
hot?
get the meat sweats, dude.
No, I got the
Stop
run
drinking, dude.
No, don't. That's so. Just even thinking about that makes me feel
Those are
un-American.
just stupid.
Just makes me
Back
feel
then,
un-American.
he looked and thought about it for a second. He was like, "No, that's all I got."
My last line of defense
That's gonna need clipped.
clipped.
Yeah.
Somebody clip that in the chat. Clip it. Isn't
Yeah.
that how that works? You guys stream.
Chat. I don't stream, dude.
Well, in Twitch, that's how it works. I don't think
I used
YouTube
to.
Lives can do that. Can YouTube Lives do that?
I don't fucking know, dude. You're the one watching the thing. Try to do it.
Dude, do it.
I
Yeah,
can't
dude.
wa-
Come on,
I
dude.
can't. Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Tim
I like the-
Dillon.
Yeah, Tim Dillon's fucking amazing. Hilarious son of a bitch. I was actually was listening to Joey Diaz podcast, and you know that that over the counter drug that you can get online called Blue Chew. It's like the cheap version of like Viagra that they always
Yes.
tout.
You played us
He-
this video.
No, he did another ad for it for his most recent one, and he was going off. He was sitting there and he's like, you want to get Blue Chew? Be out here slinging dick. He's like, I'm sitting here fucking making Marines, Blue Chew dick Marines out here. He's like, you got to take this shit. How hard do you want to be? Rock fucking hard. He was just going off. He always says, he's like, you want to go out there slinging dick?
Like Kevin walk in the room, big dick swinging, dude.
The herdsman.
Yeah.
Do you guys still call him that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you should have heard when we were in Vegas, dude. That's all we were calling
him. Did you show Adam that video of Kevin getting that dance?
No,
for his birthday?
Send it to him.
I haven't seen shit except what was on Facebook from your guys' trip.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, you got to see this video. It was Kevin's birthday out there, dude.
Kim convinced these two fucking herd, like leading the herd of cows,
buffaloes.
Oh yeah,
it was pretty bad.
Just some big buffalo. Fucking and
USD.
They were dressed up as like slutty cops, and it was like Officer Cauliflower, dude. Like fucking just horrid.
You sure it wasn't Officer Krispy Kreme?
They weren't even dressed like anything really. The girl had nipple pasties on, and it was like, girl, you need to put like a sweater on or something.
It's cold out here, girl.
It was fucking awful. Dude.
Can you pull up them orangutan titties before I fucking cut my own dick off?
Kim went over to him. He's like, "Oh, it's that guy's birthday over there." They went all over him, like hitting him with whips and shit.
Oh yeah,
it's hilarious.
That's what makes your wife hilarious, because I can see Kim doing that shit and then laughing her ass off as she sees it unfold.
Oh yeah, he just walked away, let Kevin defend for himself.
I don't know if I saved that video. Damn it!
I should have it.
Po damn it!
Po damn it, dude! Po damn it!
Po damn it!
Dude, Po Dameron, dude, he's great in Dune.
I know. I laughed so hard when I heard that on the episode before I cut off the episode, since I haven't seen the movie. And you were like, I didn't realize Poe Dameron was in this movie. I was like, oh, sweet. Poe Dameron's in this. Yeah. It's like, you really didn't know? I verbally said that in my car. I was like, Nick, you didn't fucking know this?
Well, I said it's because I don't know like actors' names and stuff like that. So like I didn't know his name was Oscar Isaac. So even though if I had heard that's who was in it, I wouldn't have known. Like, but when I seen like obviously his face, I was like, oh.
It's not his name, dude. Dameron. His name is Oscar Isaac. That's how it's pronounced.
Isaac.
What are you drinking, dude? Is that Waiakea water?
Yeah, this shit's delicious. It's actually my favorite,
dude.
What?
I sell that.
Waiakea.
Yeah, if I
it's
actually
water.
I love this fucking water, first of all, and I actually grabbed this today, and then I saw the Zen water, and I was like, no, I'm gonna get this one today.
Yeah, I saw that too, so it don't matter.
I know that, but like this, and I ran into somebody at work and I brought this in, and he's like, tell me that's not the best fucking water on the planet. I was like, I don't know what it is. It's just really refreshing. He's like, I'm telling you. And they sell it at work. Like we have like a little like convenience section. If you don't bring food, you can like, pay the company store and give your money that you work for back to the company.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Fucking corporate America.
They get me. Assholes. I mean, when I bring a sandwich, because I always pack, but like sometimes I'm like, fuck, the sandwich could use chips, and I'm like, all right, Target, here's some of my paycheck back, you fucking dicks. But I usually, they always get me on drinks. I'll either get like Gatorades or energy drinks because I'm working till 4 a.m. So I'm like, fuck.
So there's like a convenience store within the Target warehouse.
Yeah, they've got one in each break room that they've got like Hot Pocket sandwiches, drinks, everything. And you can they have like a self kiosk, so I can dump money onto my my badge. And then all I have to do is just scan the item, scan my badge. And if my account has money in it, I can just pay it. Just like that. Yeah. So it's literally the old school coal miner thing. I owe my soul to the company store. You're basically working to get the money and then give it right back to the company. And it's just a vicious cycle.
You ever buy something and be like, man, there's 20 minutes down the drain. You just bought some Doritos or something.
I have. Yep. I've literally done the math. I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm doing this overtime, and I just gave it back to him over a goddamn Hot Pocket.
Hot Pockets will get you, dude.
So good.
That sandwich was good that I packed, but a fucking Hot Pocket would be lit right now.
Well, I usually bring because back where I lived with you guys, we've got Sheets, but here the Sheets equivalent is called Wawa. WAWA. It's called Wawa.
Babies running or something.
Dude, it's so hard to get used to that. But like everyone around here swears by Wawa. Like if you say you ate Wawa, they will fucking murder you and then dump your body outside of the state. Like that's how I'm telling you.
Wawa, I ain't eating that shit.
I'm telling you, Wawa is a big deal here. Like,
Wawa Pachulia, dude.
You got to get the gabagool from there.
They take this shit serious.
Yo gabba gabba, dude.
Yo gabagool. But yeah, they take it fucking serious here. And like you go to any Wawa and it's a fucking zoo. Like I went there this morning. I woke up at like 5 a.m. I couldn't sleep. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get up. I'm going to go to Wawa. I'm going to get some pumpkin spice iced coffee because I'm a basic ass bitch. And I'm going to get an egg sandwich and shit. And so I went and got that. And like people, there's this girl I'm talking to. She was like, you've never had Wawa coffee? I was like, no, I haven't. She's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, it's just coffee. Like,
Did you tell her you used to live in Ohio the whole, like, your whole life?
Well, she knows that. And she always cracks at me about my accent. And I've had people tell me that I have an accent from Ohio, which I didn't realize it's
I'd tell them they got a lumpy butt. Fuck them.
I'd piss my pants, dude.
But yeah, Wawa here is a big deal. Everyone swears by it. And even on Joey Diaz's podcast, he was talking about a comedian that he was hanging out with that came into state. And Joey Diaz was like, hey, I got this gift card. I know you like Wawa. Here's like a $25 gift card. And he's like, Joey Diaz was like, you would have thought that I gave him like $1,000 for fucking Christmas. This dude was so excited. He was like, oh shit, I get to use this at Wawa. And I'm like, what is the deal? I'm like, yeah, the food's good. The coffee's good. But like, it's no different than Sheets from what I'm used to. Like, it's just,
yeah, but they don't know Sheets, dude.
They don't know shit. They don't know Sheets.
No, they don't know Sheets.
That's true. I did say
would
that
freak
Sheets
out if they came over here.
I said Sheets was better. I was like, you guys don't have fries in a cup here, and you don't understand how good the fries are at Sheets. I was like, I'm telling you right now.
You guys might have had fries before, but you've never had them in a fucking cup, okay?
You don't know what you're missing.
You can put that shit in the fucking drink console in your car and eat your fucking fries, okay?
It was the best. Every time when I was in high school, dude, it was my favorite thing is go to Sheets early, fucking get the fries, get a fucking breakfast sandwich, and then show up to class. It was the best. The fries were
the best. No, the best was walking around high school before school started and asking people if they wanted to go tubing.
That shit was fun.
I never did that.
No time to die.
What did you say? I heard
no time to die. What's up? Sorry, I screamed.
You broke the sound barrier.
I'm so excited. I just broke the sound barrier, bro.
I didn't realize this is actually Myles Garrett's water.
Yeah, he's like the main spokesman.
Him and Tom Skerritt.
I actually put up a banner. I'll send you a picture of it, but he saw it and he's going to send me some shit. What happens here? Nothing, bro.
I do like the name No Time to Die.
We just bullshit, talk about whatever.
We're literally just talking to ourselves. So,
yeah.
Welcome.
I do need some liquid death refill. Cody.
Wow, dude. I still gotta say, Adam, we gotta find a way to send yours that's not gonna cost $100. So,
is it really gonna cost that much?
Well, dude, it's 2 cases of full water.
Yeah, because I sent you the 30 because you said the case was so much. And I'm like,
you're $200 short, dude. What don't you get? Another $200, dude. You'll get your fucking water.
I need to. What I want to do is call Kyle and see if since he works for the U.S. Postal Service and their great delivering service, if he can help us out here.
Oh, we got an inside man that's going to smuggle my spring water over.
He's gonna ride a pony all the way out there, dude, like the old school fucking delivery system.
I'm going to get the donkey
Strap
mail.
that liquid death on the back of the horse and saddle up.
God, I mean, if I'm going to pay that much for water, I better get a blowjob in the end. Like,
I ain't doing that.
I'm saying
Kyle's gonna have to give him a blowjob.
Yes, delivery service, dude.
What's that from Haunted House where he's like, special delivery?
Richie.
Hey, what's up, Richie? What's up, man? What's good? I appreciate the spelling on boys. It's nice.
Boys.
It's nice. Boys. I'm loving the comments coming in.
That'd be fucking hilarious, dude. Just see a guy on horseback delivering mail. Like old
and then he gives you a blowjob.
Then gives you a blowjob. I would change my opinion of the U.S. Postal Service.
Be turned right around.
Dude, didn't you get my email? Like, no, I love you too much. I sent you snail mail. Trust me, you're gonna love it. That's how close we are. I paid extra for the postage. Let me tell you.
You might be waiting 2 to 3 weeks for your package, but you're gonna love it when it gets
They'll
there.
take care of your package when they get there, you know?
Yeah, you're gonna be loving a less than 5 to 30 second satisfaction survey at the end. How much did you love the delivery of this package? Oh, so good. They took so good care of me.
Customer service. It's outstanding.
No, it's the cockstomer service. That's what it is. That was bad. I'm gonna retract that statement. Customer service. I didn't say it.
What do you think?
Come
You're
on.
fucking Ace Ventura, dude?
See, I was hoping you'd catch that.
Of course I'd catch it, dude. The execution was horrid, but I caught it.
It was a good attempt. You have to say it was a good attempt.
Oh, sure.
Richie, was it a good attempt? No, Richie will probably say I'm a fucking idiot. So
all I know is Richie's a Bengals fan, so Joey B is goated.
Goated, bad. Goated.
Bad.
They're getting ice cream now.
Oh God.
Good. Want some ice cream?
You want that diabetes?
Diabetes.
I went into the fridge to get some ice cream, realized we were out, and I took it out on the dog.
Jesus Christ.
You don't remember that from Family Guy?
Yeah, but my Lord.
Dude, speaking of Family Guy, that TikTok you sent earlier was fucking hilarious, dude. That Family Guy joke. Yeah. You're about to be a Chinese baby. 3, 2, 1.
Comes right back, girl. Oh, how do they not get canceled for that shit?
But I'm death. Yeah, but I'm super death.
Yeah.
Chinese baby, girl.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
God, Family Guy is, as much as I don't watch that show anymore. I mean, the old school jokes, they're still fucking. I'm surprised that shit still aired on Fox. Honestly, I know it's Fox, but like,
Oh, people learn the difference between jokes and fucking bullshit.
bullshit.
Used to, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nowadays, you can't even say. We had this discussion at work today. You can't say spirit animal. That's cultural appropriation. To indigenous people, I didn't even know you couldn't call them Native Americans anymore.
No, indigenous people.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's not fair. That makes them sound like they weren't intelligent, and they were very sophisticated.
Dude, Richie's roasting me right now. He's fucking roasting me.
Richie says he's seen better tries from Stephen Hawking.
God damn. I mean, I know I'm an able-bodied mental cripple, but fuck, come on, give me some credit here.
Yeah, it was bad.
What?
Your attempt.
I mean, it was, but I mean, Stephen Hawking? I mean, I guess I should be honored to be in the same conversation with such an intellectual.
Intellectual. He was hooked up to a computer. Of course he was smart, dude.
He was a cyborg, dude.
Yeah. He's just surfing the internet a lot faster than we were, dude.
He had Neuralink before it was cool, dude.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing it faster. He just had nothing else to do. He could.
Oh, so now you call him lazy piece of shit, dude?
No,
Just because he was sitting down doing nothing, dude.
Yeah,
Jesus.
He was living the pandemic life before the rest of us. He had nothing better to do than just sit there and ha. Okay.
He didn't press, dude. He couldn't fucking move.
Yeah, come on, dude. You know, you're just an insensitive asshole.
It's like that homosexual. Who? What homosexual?
Are you
Yeah.
interested?
I mean, I want to know who it is.
I think
We're
They're
not
asking if he was-
homophobic here.
I thought you were asking if he was interested in
I
homosexual
mean,
sex.
today I'm going by he, him, but depending on Richie's follow-up comment, I might be going on who knows what.
Caesar.
That was a
Okay.
debate too. Like if you're talking
Caesar?
if you're talking to someone who's non-binary and goes by pronouns, and it's a group of people, and you say like their, Like, are you talking about just that person or the group?
I don't know. Everything you just said made my head hurt.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Dude, we had like a super deep conversation with our HR lady today. It was actually really good.
All right, Richie, I'll take you up on that.
Ooh, Richie's on the market.
I know. Hey, don't you dare. I already bought stock into that man.
I've known him longer.
No. You may know him longer, but no. You're already taken. You just got married.
It's true.
Adam, you just have to wait for that package, dude. All right?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'll wait for
I got you taken care of, dude.
Kyle's going to personally deliver that package, and he's going to deliver your load, dude.
I'll cradle the balls and swallow the gravy. Oh, fucking Jack Black.
So what's going on with this chick, dude, that you're talking to?
She's really cool. Honestly, I really like the fact that she loves to talk shit. She loves to bust my balls. I was telling her something about working overtime, and she was like, or you can stop bitching about it because you're making more money. And I was like, touche. Thank you.
Fair enough.
So I appreciate it. It's great.
So is it going anywhere, dude? Come on, fucking let it out.
I am not going to air out my dirty laundry here on the podcast, but yes,
why don't you do your laundry, and then there you go. You can tell us.
Bitch.
No, it's going great. She's awesome. It's nice actually talking to somebody that, you know, actually has a good sense of humor, you know, that would fit in well with like our group mentality of things.
Is that how you approach a relationship, dude? You're like, she's got to fit in with the group. If you don't fit in with the group, you're just out.
I mean, wouldn't anybody? Like, you know, yeah.
Not necessarily out, but yeah, you hope that person like fits in with your friends because your friends were there first, and like,
well, yeah, because
generally they don't go away. So yeah,
it's part of your life.
Generally, you know, dude. Sometimes they do.
Yeah,
you know, like I consider you guys friends and family at the same time. So it's like if I'm gonna have someone in my life,
that's way more than I consider you. Holy shit,
that's fine. That's fine. I come from an organization where there's the brother mentality. Like I would take a bullet.
An organization, like, dude. A shadow government, you mean?
Yes, the
U.S. He didn't work for the CIA, dude.
He worked next to him. Close enough.
Fuck those guys, by the way. Every time I tried to talk to them, those guys are dicks.
Yeah, no fucking doubt. They just drone strike that family and got away with it.
You want to know how annoying it is when I'm sitting on the other side of a wall and we're not allowed to do shit, and they have a fucking hot tub and barbecue pits and everything else, and they're just having parties every weekend, and we're sitting over there fucking just eating dirt, hating life.
Don't get mad that you chose the wrong career path, dude.
Oh, I chose to not be a fucking corrupt piece of shit. I'm sorry.
I mean, you worked for a corrupt piece of shit.
Yeah, it's just a slight degree of separation.
Listen, I wasn't smart enough to be like them, so I did the right thing, and I fought.
Did the dirty work for them.
Yeah, you did their dirty work so they could stay in the hot tub.
Listen, I had to drive some of those motherfuckers to places that I wasn't even allowed to know what they were doing there, so I fucking hate them for it. Because the entire time I was like, yeah, it's a good week, right? What do you guys got going on this week? And they're like, you know, normal week. And I'm like, all right.
That's your attempt to crack these guys.
If you're straightforward, they know immediately. And they're just like, all right, I ain't going to say shit. So you just make small talk. Dude, we even tried to catch them when they would go out drinking in Amman, you know, in the main city in Jordan. And they would come back through the gate when you're pulling gate guard duty. And they'd be hammered. And you try to get them with questions. And even drunk, those motherfuckers know better. Like they would be stumbling on themselves, and you're like, how was the night? Any good conversations tonight with some, you know, out of work people that you might be talking some secret shit with? And they're like, I ain't gonna say nothing. Just like even
Why
hammered.
Did you blow them, dude?
No, because then
I could probably definitely get some information. Then,
do your country a service.
God, you fucking pussy.
I should have done with your life for this country.
I ain't gonna give up my fucking virginity for that. I ain't gonna give up this ass.
You could be like the dude who owns Sheath underwear, dude. You could be a real hero like him.
Oh my god!
But no, you're not.
You ever hear the fucking guys who, you know, the Ford, like built Ford Tough, when it's like down, and they do like those fake voiceovers. He's like, have you ever sat next to your buddy while he's driving his car and you go to grab the shifter to put it in neutral, but you accidentally grab his dong and he lets you get into second gear before telling you. It's fucking hilarious.
There's so many of those, and they're
There's
so good.
Many. All
And
of them are hilarious.
And they're always involving something being gay. Like 90% of them are like, you're fucking homo.
Those are fucking hilarious, bro.
They're like Bill Ford tough.
Have you ever dated a girl who's a twin and got confused and fucked her dad? Like, it's fucking hilarious, bro.
Oh, I've heard that joke outside of that too. He's like, you ever been dating a twin and you get confused and you look at her sister and end up fucking her father? And the guy's like, what? It was in the same conversation of a video where the guy was like, he's like, if you weigh 100 pounds and you eat, what was it? And you eat 1 pound of nachos, does that mean you're 1% nacho? He's like, the guy's like, what? What are you talking about? And he's like, hear me out. He's like, how high are you right now? Does that mean you're 1% nacho? Oh, I forgot all the other ones he had to say, but it was just like that dumb, like stoner conversation. And then at the end, the guy was like, all right, I'm going to get off this like call. Like, I'm done playing with you. He was like, dude, just think about it.
Think about it.
Think about it. Well, while you guys think about it, I have to take a piss. So I know this is
wow,
loud,
dude. That's pretty unprofessional, dude.
They do it on Joe Rogan's podcast. They're like, can I pee right now? He's like, yeah, go ahead. I'll just ramble on.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, dude.
I'm bringing higher standards here than that fucking ivermectin, horse deworming taking fuck, dude.
Well, listen, I ain't sitting here trying to do a fucking R. Kelly podcast and then pee on camera. So I'm going to go fucking take a piss and then I'll be right back.
Get your shots? Do you want to come to America?
I'll be right back. You guys hold down the fort. Proceed to talk about how horrible I am.
He's so bad.
Do it.
He's so bad. He's the fucking worst. Richie, what are you doing?
They got ice cream from McDonald's.
Are you serious? That's fucking super disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Like massively disappointing.
Extremely.
It's actually impressive that the machine was working, to be honest.
True.
Would you get Oreo still?
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Love Oreo. It's the best.
It is good. It is good. It's been a long time since I've had a McFlurry, bro. I can't honestly remember the last time I had one.
This is probably like the second time I've ever had one. I like usually never ever get them.
Yeah. That's not what I go to McDonald's for, bro.
Exactly, yeah. It's kind of...
Nah.
Yeah. Meh.
Nah. It's frozen cream. What are you going to do? Watch this, right? He's the worst. Yep. He's back.
All I heard was, he's the worst. Yep, he's back. I am the worst, dude.
Wasn't talking about you, dude.
Who's the worst?
Bleh. Nicholas Brinkman's watching the video.
What video?
This video, dude.
Oh, he just typed in bleh. Bleh.
Bro, they went to get ice cream. They went to fucking McDonald's, bro.
Don't they know the machine's broken?
It wasn't.
What?
That's what I said. I'm like, that's disappointing, but impressive that the machine was working.
Man, could have gone to Baskin and Robbins. They have so many flavors. So many different forms of diabetes that you could choose from.
So many.
So many. I've always wondered if someone would make a Wilford Brimley like flavored ice cream. But I don't know what that
why have you always wondered that? That's my question.
I don't know. I have a lot of time on my hands and like you two are like my only friends, so you know, my life is pretty abysmal, you know.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. It was a cry for help. I don't like myself.
I saw no other way out.
I saw no other way out. No, honestly, I have weird thoughts like that.
It's okay, dude. You're allowed to.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking into getting into therapy.
Why?
I don't know.
Isn't this
feel like
therapy enough, dude?
No,
Stand-up comedy will be.
this is not therapy. This is like good way to pass the time and like have a good laugh. But after we're done and off camera, it's like
He still
like-
doesn't cry.
it's like the Robin Williams effect. Like I'm good. I'm happy. My life's a mess. No, my life's not a mess, actually.
Come on, dude. You're talking to a good girl that you like.
Oh no, I'm doing great.
Things
are
on the
good.
up and up, dude.
I'm making good money, dude. That's the thing. I wanted to ask Nick this because I'm gonna be getting a car. I know I asked you this, Cody, and anyone watching.
That's a nice belt behind you, dude. Be ashamed if you were to hang yourself.
Jesus. What belt?
I don't know.
I think it's talking about the belt behind Cody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, God damn.
This one right here.
Oh, yeah. I do remember the Dragon Ball and Spider-Man conversation. What's up? Thank you for hopping in here. Appreciate you.
Dragon Ball and Spider-Man. What'd you guys talk about?
I mean, I vaguely remember because I talked to a lot of people on there, but
I'm
now
calling
that they
you out,
said
dude.
it, I'm just saying, I remember having a conversation of that sort, but I talked to a lot of people, so I ain't trying to be an asshole. I'm just being honest. Like I talked to a
know,
lot of
you're
people,
Giving you
but
shit, dude.
I'm letting them know so they're not offended. I'm trying to be nice.
Favorite Dragon Ball character? Go.
Anyways,
Favorite Dragon Ball character? Gohan Super Saiyan 2 when he was a teenager. Hands down.
he said
best
Dragon
character.
Ball, dude. He said Dragon Ball, bro.
Okay, Garlic
Good
Jr.
catch.
Because he was a fucking little midget asshole and he was hilarious.
Mr. Popo, dude. Come on.
That's racist.
No,
Why
King
is it
Piccolo is-
racist?
King Piccolo is
Look at
badass.
how he's drawn.
That's not my fault.
I'm just saying. No, Mr. Popo was pretty dope. I do like
No, whole
actually,
Dragon Ball series, I would agree with you that it's
Yeah,
Super Saiyan
teens.
Gohan.
Yeah,
King
he has-
Gohan, that father-son comment, it's just fucking.
dude, the
He's a
hyperbolic
fucking
time
beast.
chamber, that whole thing when he watches his son like fucking lose his shit and just wants to keep getting his ass beat because he wants to keep pushing and then like finally snaps. Like it is the most epic moment, period. I watch that shit before I go to the gym. I shit you not. I used to like stretch and watch that before I go to the gym. And by the time I got to the gym, there's even times where I'd listen to that soundtrack from that scene.
Oh yeah.
You know, that
Yeah.
and you're just like
Getting lit.
There's a scene like that for me in Dragon Ball Z. It's fucking when Vegeta goes Super Saiyan for the first time.
That's good.
He's like,
Against
does an
and-
android experience fear? It's fucking badass, man. And it's like, do 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 do. Yeah,
There
I
you
love
go.
that song.
You already got
Is it? Favorite character,
character?
Vegeta? Fuck yeah.
I like
Vegeta is the
I like
best.
Vegeta's anger and pride. His pride, especially when he yes. Fucking amazing.
Yep, Vegeta's the best. Yeah.
When Vegeta sacrifices himself against Majin Buu to try to like save everybody, that was an epic moment. When
Yeah.
Buu's sitting there looking at him and Vegeta's like, "You fool." And then he just screams and Piccolo's like, "Oh my god, like he's doing it. Like holy
Yeah.
shit." Unfortunately, it was for nothing, but it was an epic moment.
It was nice that in Super they actually gave him his moment,
Oh yeah.
and he was actually surpassed Goku for a little bit.
Oh, when you're talking about when he like did Super Saiyan Blue like on another level?
Yeah, I forget what they actually call it, but he was like on the same level as
Was it like Instinct or something like that?
no, Ultra Instinct
There's-
that's what
or,
Goku's was.
Okay.
It's like under that form, but I forget what it was called. But he fought I forget
I'm
that
gonna look
guy's
it
name
up.
too.
I remember the
Not Jiren, but the other one.
I stopped watching it right before the Tournament of Power.
Oh, was it
Dragon
to do
Ball
with the
Super
big?
Broly? Fuck yeah, we watched that. It was fucking awesome.
Oh
Hmm.
my god, that movie is so
That
good.
movie was sick.
I remember going to see that in theaters. I drove through a fucking snowstorm to go see that shit because I refused to miss it. Like I remember,
Actually-
like they had a state of emergency almost in Ohio, and they were like, "Don't go anywhere," and I was like, "I'm seeing this goddamn
I
movie."
gotta see it. I don't give a fuck.
And it was funny because I what was it? When I went to go see that movie, I just went by myself. And I remember talking to another friend of mine, and she was like, "You're really gonna go out in a blizzard to go see that?" I was like, "You have no idea." Yes, I am. And my buddy Josh just happened to walk into the theater when I was sitting in there, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And he's like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "I ain't gonna miss this shit." And it was just like a cool thing where, out of all the showings, like I ran into a friend who was just as big into it as me, and so we got to sit there, me, him, and his girlfriend, and some other buddies of his were like watching it together, and it was just such a fun time.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it. I had that special ticket we got for when we saw
Super
it.
Saiyan Blue Evolved. I think that might have been what it is.
I remember the little card we got.
Yeah, it was like a big ticket.
I'm gonna look it up. I think it might have been Evolved.
It was where he called, but he was
got,
taking on what's his nuts was doing the Hakai fucking Hakai, and Vegeta was taking it.
Yeah, it's Blue Evolved to master the final conclusion technique. So yeah, he basically like mastered Blue to like its like perfect form, I guess you will. That makes
Legendary
sense.
Super Saiyan Broly. That was sick.
That was
sick.
The only thing the music was good, but it was a little off to me. Like the soundtrack was good, but like the words they kept like throwing in there when they had the soundtrack it threw me off a little bit. That was the only complaint I had with that movie.
Yeah, I love that fucking Frieza wanted the Dragon Balls to make himself taller. Like that was his want.
I did like when they made the Frieza movie when Frieza came back. That was fun because it was just like nostalgia. You know, you're like, oh man, like he's Super Saiyan Blue. What's gonna happen? And then of course Frieza has a new gold form, and you're like, let's go. And then was it Captain Ginyu was back in a normal body, and he was like, oh, it's you. And he's like, you don't know what I dealt with being a frog for so long. And then he just murders him in like 0.2 seconds. You should have stayed away, bro.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the Tournament of Power has got to be like one of the best storylines they've ever had.
Yeah, I got to go back and rewatch that.
It was amazing.
Well, actually, watch it, I should say. I stopped literally right before that whole thing started.
Really? You never saw all that? Oh my god, dude!
I was like slogging through it for a while too, and then I think it was because like the whole Goku Black part of Super took so long.
That was so cool, though.
It was fucking
Kai as a villain.
Oh, dude! Oh, it was so sweet. Like that's why too. Like when I want to go back and rewatch it, I kind of want to start from there and watch that again because that whole thing was fucking sweet.
Yeah.
But it was just when I finished that before I got into the next part when it was doing the Tournament Power, I was like, I need to just take a break for a minute, and I just have not got back to it yet.
My favorite part of that whole Goku Black scenario is when he's like fighting them, like towards the end of it, and when he tells him how he killed Chi-Chi and Gotenks. He tells Goku that.
Yeah.
Like when he tells him that before Goku starts getting mad, I was like, oh, that was no. And then you see Goku start getting pissed off, and I was like, you're done, son. You're done fucked up. Like you have no idea what you just said. Like, because Goku's one of those guys where like you could say whatever you want to him, but you come after his family or his friends. He even did it against Jiren in the Tournament of Power when Jiren was like, you love family and friends? He's like, I'll show you how worthless it is. And he tries to kill him, and then Goku fucking snaps. Those are my favorite moments because that's
give it away, dude. I haven't seen that.
I know.
Yet.
Jesus.
Sorry. I forgot you haven't seen it.
Now I'm going to have to give away some shit about Dune.
Nothing happens.
Zendaya isn't in until the end. I know that. Because I heard that.
She's in throughout there. She's in some visions throughout the movie.
I know, but when you guys said that in the beginning of the thing, I was like, I shouldn't be listening to this because now I know that. And I was like,
at least you're prepared now.
The music's phenomenal.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Hans Zimmer thing. When you guys were talking about Hans Zimmer's score, I forgot that he did that movie. And when I got home after I drove home from work that night from not finishing that podcast, I went on like a Hans Zimmer binge while I was like, decompressing from work before I went to sleep. And I was like, God, I love his fucking music. It's so good,
dude.
So good.
It's good.
And I mean, I always appreciate his live rendition of the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff, which I know you guys know because I've played it for you guys, but it's just, he's such a good fucking composer.
Yeah, he is. Speaking of good composers, this is a terrible transition. I think Spider-Man is getting another trailer here in the next day or two.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I think from insider information, the Eternals movies at the theaters already, and there is a Spider-Man trailer before it. I think it's different than.
Oh, it's in theaters already?
No, the theaters have the movie,
Oh,
but it
okay.
hasn't opened yet.
Gotcha.
But they send over the film to the theaters, and then they send over a recommended trailers to play in front of it, and then some are like set in stone, and one of them is Spider-Man. So they'll release that trailer if it is a new one before, Eternals actually comes out. So my gut is telling me that we're going to get one soon.
That would be dope.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah. Did you see the extra credit for Venom 2? If not, you should watch it. Yeah, we all saw Venom 2.
Yeah, and before we say anything, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Venom 2, so I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop.
You've been warned. But yeah, that spoiler at at the end, or not spoiler, but that end credit scene was fucking
Phenomenal.
great. We actually, in our Venom, if you haven't, Bloxy, if you haven't seen it, we did a Venom review of that movie, and we talked about it in detail. So if you want to hear like our opinion on it, definitely go check that out, because we went into detail about what we thought about that. It was fucking fantastic. Basically, in a nutshell, if you don't see the video, it was, in my opinion, and I know these guys agree, it was like very well executed and seamlessly done. Like it was like a great way of doing it.
Good way to do it.
It wasn't forced. It wasn't clunky. Like it was like the best way, in my opinion. Because I tried to think of other ways, and they did it in the best way possible, in my opinion. To like,
yeah, Adam couldn't tap them, so it was the best.
It was the best possible.
Yeah.
I know you didn't finish our Dune review, but I did say at the end of that video my bold prediction for this next trailer. I think they're going to show Toby and Andrew in the trailer. Originally, I did not think so, because like, why would you do that reveal in a trailer, right?
Like at all.
But it's kind of like the worst kept secret, and they still haven't released a fucking movie poster.
I'm not surprised about that.
Disney normally, recently, has every motherfucking character in the movie on the poster.
Probably why they haven't released it.
They want this trailer to come out before they release the posters.
Yeah, because they know that if they do put a huge thing in the trailer, once they drop a poster, everyone's going to buy the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But everyone would buy it anyway, because if everyone saw the poster, they'd be like, "Oh, fuck this."
This movie this movie might break some fucking records, dude.
Hey, Bloxy said nice cat, Nick. He likes the cat.
Thanks.
That's his meowth.
That's my pussy. Thanks for commenting on it. I take real good care of that pussy.
What was it in the Dune review? I did hear that when I was listening to it. You were like, I gotta go, and Cody's like, he's got cats everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now to get a pizza out of the oven.
You sound like a crazy cat man. He's like, he got cats all over the place. And of course, since I'm listening to the audio version of the show, all I'm thinking of is like Nick sitting there like trying to like shoo out all these like
all these stray cats, dude.
Dude, it's like fucking Mr. Deeds, where he goes and helps rescue the cats, and there's like 1 million of them he's thrown out the window. And then when they play it on the news, they like edit it so like it sounds like the cats are smashing against the ground.
That's what was going on. That's why you had to leave.
Dude, I miss your cats. I remember when I'd come over your house to hang out for a bit and chill and whatnot, and those two cats would be fucking all over me. I love your pussy, dude. Both of them.
Thank you. Thank you.
What is that in Scary Movie 2? I was rewatching that the other day where the cat's fighting her and she's like, "Someone help, my pussy's gone crazy."
Yeah.
The cat's sitting there going shadow boxing. It's like it breaks a bottle and it's trying to like
it tries to stab her, dude. That's hilarious.
They're doing the slow-mo fucking boxing hits with like the fucking spray and spit and shit. Oh, I love Scary Movie so much. Do you think they could ever make another one of those? Or do you think that's dead and gone after 5? Because 5 was trash.
Could they make another one? Yeah. Will it be good? Probably not.
That's what I'm asking. Like, obviously, I know they can.
So much shit's off limits nowadays. Then
that is true.
I don't even know if it's off limits. They just gotta not give a fuck, honestly.
Right.
it seems like it's off limits because like everybody gives a fuck when they shouldn't. Like,
Right.
just do what you got to do. Like, people don't like it, they could just not watch.
Well, unfortunately, like I said in my Dave Chappelle thing when I was, did our shameless plug here. It's been a long week episodes every Friday. Check those out. I said
Adam's
that
got 2 juicy topics coming up for. Well, are you doing an episode this week or is it next week?
I'm going to do it this week. I'll probably end up doing it first thing tomorrow morning. So it'll
He's
be
got
out
2
Saturday.
juicy topics on deck for everybody to listen to him rant about.
Got a question in the chat.
What are your guys' favorite anime and why? I'll let you guys answer first before I answer, because I've got a 2-parter to that. So what's your guys' favorite anime?
2-parter farter.
I mean, I don't watch much anime, but it would probably be Dragon Ball for that reason.
So you're more of a mainstream anime guy,
Yeah.
you would say.
Yeah. I mean, I watched that, Yu Yu Hakusho,
The Cartoon Network stuff.
Toonami, that was my ish.
Yeah, that shit was good.
Toonami was great, especially when they did the whole arc where like the smaller, younger Toonami guy like disappeared, and then he came back as like the older, taller. Like there was a whole story arc to that shit.
Yeah, there was.
It was dope. It was dope. What about you, Nick? What's your favorite?
For the longest time is Dragon Ball Z, but when I went back and rewatched Yu Yu Hakusho, I'd have to say I do like that. Like, maybe 2, because when I did go back and watch Dragon Ball Z when I was older, I was kind of just like, yeah, I'm over like the 5 episodes worth of powering up. Like,
yeah, I get that.
Still love Dragon Ball Z though. Still love it.
But it's a lot of monologuing and screaming until the fight happens.
That's why Super's so good, dude.
Super was good. Yeah,
get right to it.
Yes, Super pretty much gets to the point. The longest you have with like scenes that like develop is like maybe it's like 1 to maybe 2.
Isn't that what they did though with like what do they call it? Dragon Ball Kai?
The Kai was a remaster where they did different music and better visuals.
Right, so but didn't they cut out of the power up?
Yeah, they did. That's the thing is,
out.
Yeah, they kind of like dissected Kai, so they kind of reworked it. So there's like stuff cut out, there's stuff changed, the animation's different, the song choices are different. It was like a reimagining of like that stuff.
Yeah.
I personally don't like it just because of the music alone. The music they changed ruins it for me.
Dude, yeah, the old music was so good.
Yeah, So I mean, obviously the enhancements to the visuals, great, but the music and the direction fucks it up for me because
I feel like I ask you this all the time, but is Pokemon technically an anime?
It is.
I mean, that's up there too for me.
Pokemon is.
Yeah, I guess.
People attribute it to a cartoon because when we were growing up, it was like kind of like a Saturday cartoon, but technically it's an anime because it's a Japanese
animation, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so, culturally modernized that people don't think of it as an anime. They're just like, oh, it's cartoons with a trading card game. Like, no, it's a fucking anime.
One of the only games I'm excited about coming out here in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Shining Pearl
17th.
and whatever it is?
Yeah, Diamond and Pearl remakes. Yeah. I'm excited about that.
I'm still looking at Nintendo Switch Lite. I'm still looking at buying one.
Just fucking get one already, dude.
Yeah, you should.
I want to get one, but the thing is, until I get a car, I feel like I'm an idiot if I buy anything or spend my money on anything until I get a vehicle. That's the hard part. I can go out and get a Switch today, easily.
Don't adult, dude. Don't adult. Just fucking do it, dude.
Well, the one day I did go to do it, I went to GameStop and I was like, I'm here to get a Nintendo Switch Lite because online it said they had them.
I told you to go fuck yourself.
And she was like, we don't have them in stock. Everyone's buying them out. She's like, we're supposed to get a shipment in tomorrow, yada, yada. And I was like, all right, never mind. And
I went away. Target warehouse, bro.
No, just have some fall off the back of a truck, dude. What the fuck?
I have had to do some order picks where I've had to pack Nintendo Switch games, and that's what's still been bugging me. I'm like, I need to get a Switch. I need to get one so bad.
Slip one in your pocket, dude.
I haven't packed a Switch. I've only done the games.
Take some games, sell them, get enough money for a Switch, dude.
Then
you don't have to feel as guilty about not getting a car right away.
True.
Yeah, I'll spend $200 to get the game system and then forego my paycheck for the foreseeable future for stealing.
Hey, we all take risks in life too.
Yeah, dude. Some people walk around without masks on, dude. Can you believe how crazy that shit is?
All right, what's your favorite anime, dude? You're gonna have some off the wall shit.
No, honestly, mainstream, obviously Dragon Ball Z. As far as mainstream, that is one of my favorites. As far as like animes that maybe not a lot of people know, Elfen Lied is one of my all-time favorites from a story standpoint, music. It's a really adult anime, but it's really good. It deals with a lot of social situations as far as, like science experiments and humans and different things like that. It's really good. It's a 14 episode anime, very serious and really good.
What's it
like
called?
It's not Elfen Lied.
Elfen Lied. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically about these people that are used as experiments to where they have these invisible arms that are attached to the back of their bodies, and they can create such speed
Vibration.
by vibrations that they can just cut through things. And so they're these merciless killers, but the main character, you can read this in the synopsis. Main character that escapes from the facility gets shot in the head and then has an identity crisis where she has a split personality because she got shot in the head. She doesn't realize that she's this merciless killer that she used to be. So she's this innocent young girl because she doesn't understand, even though she's a grown woman. But then she snaps back and forth between what she was to what she is now. And there's just a lot. It's a really dark but good anime. Really good. It's a super serious one. It's not even when we talk about Domestic Girlfriend. It's nothing like that. It's a real serious anime, really good. But then obviously I like, the random funny shit, but my all-time favorite, if it's not mainstream, would be Elfen Lied. It's a one and done, and it's phenomenal. Hands down phenomenal.
What about Tokyo Revengers? You ever hear that?
No, but I know Tokyo Ghoul, which is a really good one too.
This dude I work with was telling me about the Tokyo Revengers, said it was good. Something about this guy dies and he has to try and save his girlfriend so he comes back to life or some shit like that. And they're in high school or some shit. I don't know.
I swear I showed you guys the opening scene to the first episode of Elfen Lied.
You did.
Where
she's going to
where
that facility. Yeah.
Yeah, she's just fucking everybody up, and it's got the
she's naked,
opera music going on and stuff like that.
Naked? I don't remember this.
Well, yeah, it's an adult anime, but it's not meant to be it's not meant to be oh, there's titties. It's she's a science experiment.
It's not, titties. It's there's titties.
See, have any of you watched Tokyo Revengers? There you go.
That's why I read that, jackass.
Yeah. Oh, I thought
I just made that up, bro. I got the comments that pop up here on. I got Streamlabs open. It pops up right here.
You get it before I do. I'm looking at it off the website. My bad.
Wow, dude.
I know I'm failing as a host. Honestly, Cody's the one in charge of this show.
I'm not in charge of shit.
You're feeling this more than just the host, bro.
I may have come up with the idea and got this thing going, but you're the one that fucking pretty much runs this ship with all the great ideas and the fucking marketing. So I ain't even gonna fucking.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't be anywhere if I wasn't here.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's
I got roped in somewhere along the way. Honestly,
I was like, I have a great idea. Cody's like, all right, well, I'll be in charge of it because you're fucking useless. And then Nick's like, I'll just be along for the ride.
Honestly.
Yep, that pretty much nailed our first meeting.
I'm like the guy who's like, I'm a great inventor, and it's I come up with good ideas, but I have no concept of proof to what I'm saying.
Implement it or anything.
Yeah,
I kept this for you, Adam. This is a fortune I got the other day when I got Chinese food.
Was it?
Hold on, it should focus at some point.
Hopefully. Focusing on your forehead, not the thing.
Says, I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Oh, the caught a fish.
All right, I'm just going to read it for you.
Yeah, I can't see it.
It says it's not the hours you put in, but it's what you put into the hours that count.
Oh, Confucius say.
Oh.
Isn't Joey B says that?
Dude, I said that to you guys, and I said this is what Joey B said. It really came from this fortune.
It's not the hours.
It sounds like something the goat would say.
Yeah, dude.
It's not the hours you put in, it's what you put into the hours. All right.
Yeah.
I like it. No, honestly,
and a cuttlefish.
And a cuttlefish. And asparagus.
Oh my god. Tokyo Revengers is about a guy who time travels 12 years in the past to save his girlfriend, but he meets people who are in a gang, and then it just gets better from there, and the manga is way ahead and better than the anime. I'll have to check it out. It sounds interesting.
You should, dude. Do a review.
Yeah,
That's what we should do. We should start reviewing animes. We get a lot of people that watch animes on our channel.
Yeah, I mean, you're speaking my language. I would love to. There's a ton of animes I've already seen that I would love to talk about. But I haven't watched like a lot of the mainstream ones. You know,
Slow down. We're not doing hentai reviews, okay?
Yeah, nothing with tentacles either. Okay.
Listen, I'm not bringing you into that. All right.
No.
You guys can come to me when you're ready for it. I'll be here with open arms.
You let me know when you're ready to stomach that. You say suction cup, I say green light. Well, you tell me when.
Squid Games, dude.
I still haven't seen that show.
Me either.
My sister was actually visiting out of town like a week or two ago, and she was like, "Have you seen Squid Game?" I was like, "No, I don't. I haven't had a chance to." And she's like, "Oh, you need to watch it." And I was like, "Oh, I don't have time." No, I didn't say it like that. In my head, that's what I said, and I was like, "I haven't had a chance," but I didn't want to be an asshole because she's my sister and I love her. But if you're,
I'm
if you're
surprised
listening,
it's popular because I'm pretty sure it's in like all subtitles.
Yeah, it's Korean. Yeah.
well, the funny thing is I've heard that you can listen to it in English, but the English voiceover is so bad it turns it into a fucking comedy. Like when
So
you
it's
hear
like
it,
watching like old school Godzilla movies
Giving
where
you
they
some
dub
fucking
over like
comedy
the
here.
Japanese guys. Like
it is because I listened to like a 15 to 30 second clip someone shared. They're like, "Oh my god, Squid Game's in English," and it was horrendous. Like it showed like the mouth moving like this, and the guy was like, "Oh my god, what are we gonna do?" And it was like, no, I'm gonna listen to this in Korean. Like that, no.
yeah,
Just like watching Dragon Ball Super, subbed versus dubbed.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, okay, this is a weird
so
thing.
much better, dude. Beerus sounds so
Beerus
much more.
sounds
bad.
like a girl when it's fucking
Yeah,
dubbed.
dude. Oh my god, it's awful.
It
It is
is.
trash.
I will say one thing though, when it comes to before Dragon Ball Super, when we're talking Dragon Ball Z, obviously, like we all watched it on Cartoon Network and Toonami, so
Right.
we heard the English versions. So that's
Yeah.
what I know. When it comes to anime, I always watch subtitled. Always, because you don't get the real raw emotion of what the voice actor's trying to portray unless you hear like whoever's saying it. You may
Yeah.
be like,
And
"Oh, I
you
have
have
to
a
read."
slight fetish to high pitched Asian voice.
We won't get into that. This is another day. All right.
Give him a couple more rums there.
I'm gonna put that down before I say something. No, but yes, Asian women are. But yeah.
God,
So
here we go.
what are you doing to me here? No, but yeah, I always prefer sub, but for some reason when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, I do appreciate the voice acting in that. It is actually really good. Like it's not like even if you hear the Japanese version, you're like, yes, this is still good. But like the American voice acting when it comes to Dragon Ball Z is different from normal animes. Like it's actually like top
it's
tier.
good.
Like it's
Yeah.
good. And
It was
So
extremely popular.
that's the
so
only
they
one-
Made sure they got it good.
that's the only one. Like I watched Super, and in order to stay up to date with Super, you had to listen to it in Japanese and read the subtitles. I appreciate it in Japanese, but I still prefer the US version of it because I just know those voices. So
Yeah,
that's the
I get
only
it.
anime where I'm like, I want to hear it in English because I love the voice actors in that. Other than that, everything else, I have to hear it in its native language because I want to hear the actual direction that. Because when you hear someone voice it over, they're trying to interpret what that person was
Yeah.
trying to say. And it's
Right.
like, I want to hear the actual person that was with the director who worked with them to convey what was really meant. And so that's where I draw the line.
No, that's I like it too. And like even with the Star Wars Visions, I watched that subtitled because I was like, I want to. It's just
yeah, I
so
did.
much better. It's so much better.
I did. I saw my dad watching it and I was like, "Oh, you're watching it in English?" He's like, "Is there another way?" And I was like, "Oh, there's another way." I was like, "This is not the way. All right, Mandalorian, this is not the way." I was like, "You have to." I was like, "I am not watching this unless it's Japanese."
That reminds
like,
me. I saw a fucking Mandalorian meme today. It was the Mando, but it was Snoop Dogg, and he hands Grogu a fucking joint, and Grogu's smoking it, and he's like, "This is the way."
Hold on, we got another comment. List some good anime. One Punch Man. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Haikyuu, not haiku.
Haiku.
It's not a poem.
It's a
I'm
poem.
pretty sure it's Haiku.
Sword Art Online. I love Sword Art Online. I've watched the first season, watched a lot of the second season. I haven't seen anything after that. That's a good one. Dead Man Wonderland and Naruto. I have not watched a lot of Naruto. Naruto is one of those ones where it's like you get Naruto,
Is it
One
Naruto
Piece.
or Naruto? Because now I'm confused.
I I say it however I feel.
Avatar. It's like the same thing.
Yeah, I say it however I feel in the moment. I've never been partial to one or the other.
Gotcha.
But a lot of people say, Naruto instead of Naruto. But if I feel lazy, I say Naruto. But I have a hard time getting into Naruto or One Piece or Fairy Tail because they have so many goddamn episodes. Even though I appreciate that artist and I appreciate those, stories.
Yeah.
I'm so far behind. I don't have the time to get into that.
I've heard of One Punch Man, I think from Troy.
One Punch Man is good. I've seen some episodes, but I haven't gotten into it. One Punch Man is awesome.
I never watched it, but I'm pretty sure I've heard it from him.
Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I knew the manga before they made it an anime. Like I was big into the manga back when I was in high school before they made it an anime, and I have not watched any of it. And everyone knows JoJo now, but I'm like, I haven't got into it yet. There's just so many shows where they make like hundreds upon hundreds of episodes that it's like, I don't even know if I want to dive in yet because I don't have the fucking time.
Right.
And right now I'm working on The Sopranos, which came out forever ago, but because The Many Saints of Newark came out, now I'm diving into
Many
Sopranos.
Taints of New York, dude.
Yeah,
you
never get the name right.
But now that I live in New Jersey, where it's based out of, I'm like, I have to watch it. I have to.
What you gotta do?
I was telling my parents when we were watching the show, I was like, one thing I love about this show that they always stereotype with when it comes to Italians is like anything that happens, whether someone gets a drink thrown on them or someone swears at them or whatever, their first reaction is, whoa, hey, like it's always one of those two sayings. And it's so funny. Like, and I was watching with my mom. I was like, I'm telling you, they're going to say it randomly. That makes no fucking sense. And look, I'm doing it like this. Like, why am I doing this? Anyways. So it was a scene where this guy was in his house and all of a sudden someone knocked on the door and his first response, he's like, oh, and then he answers the door. He's like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, why do you have to, when someone knocks, you're not like, oh, hey, oh, like it's so like overly Italian. I love it. But there's some good Italian restaurants that I've heard on the show that I've looked up that are still here and now I'm going to go to. So might run into some mobsters. Who knows?
There you go.
Next thing you know, I'm going to be DJ Pauly D. Next time I come visit you guys in Ohio, I'm going to have my hair.
Yeah.
Don't lie, dude. You ain't going to visit us in Ohio. Come on.
Wow, I feel hurt.
I am too hurt.
How do you think we felt that day, dude?
I am offended and I am hurt.
I'm hurt.
I'm too hurt.
I don't have time to sculpt my guns in New Jersey, so I have to, or sculpt my guns in Ohio. I have to come to my office in New Jersey.
Your Uvalist connects to your endorsements. It's boring, but
it's my life. Oh my god! It's the pleat in the pants.
It's an optical illusion.
Taking it back to the pants store.
Don't act like you're not impressed. Oh. Oh no, is there anything interesting else you guys want to talk about?
I don't think we talked about one interesting thing this whole time, dude.
We've just been bullshitting.
Honestly.
Bloxy, what do you want to know from the show? What do you want to know from the show? If you're still in here, ask us some questions.
Last questions, get them in.
Yeah, last questions, get them in. You can ask them about any of us, personal or impersonal.
Yes, Adam likes men.
Well, now you don't have to ask that, now, so ask another question. You want to know about my...
It's Facebook official.
Was I ever touched as a child? Ask. You'll never know unless you ask. Spoiler alert. Why am I drinking? Do I have the captain in me? Now I do because I had someone else in me before. So there you go. It's pretty bad. I've got my upper and this is the upper. This is the downer. I don't even know what's going on anymore. But I do have your girl here, Cody, that you used to love to main when we first played Apex.
Oh yeah, Wraith.
Yeah. Just wraithing people.
You should play Apex again.
It's like saying raping people with a lisp.
Wraith.
It's like you say raping people with a lisp. I'm wraithing people.
Favorite soda?
Favorite soda? That's your question? All right, I'll give you my favorite soda. A&W root beer. Next to Dr. Pepper. It's a hard fucking bargain, but it's one of those two.
Hard cock.
Tell me this doesn't feel like a cock. What about you guys?
I mean, if I have to pick, I'd probably just pick Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. 23 flavors, 23 choices. I like it.
It
I was waiting for you to be like,
it used to be
Dick.
Coke. It used to be Coca-Cola, but it's slowly changing to Pepsi.
Because you don't work for Coca-Cola anymore?
No, it's because I cut out. No, I mean, I used to drink Coke like it was water, and I cut out pop a couple months ago. Not like out totally, but significantly down. I drink it.
Yeah, like
easily. I drink a 12-pack a day, like without even thinking about it.
now it's like you go out to dinner and you may have like a Coke with dinner.
I don't
or
even
something.
not even at dinner. Like I'll just randomly have a Sprite every now and then. But I had a Coke for the first time in a while. I got one from McDonald's and I was like, oh, this is like not good.
Well, it's McDonald's.
Yeah.
But well, McDonald's used to have the best Coke, dude. Real sugar.
Yeah, but they got $15 an hour now, so they don't give a shit what they do because they're getting money.
They didn't give a shit before that $15 an hour, dude. Let's be real.
I had a Pepsi after that and it was a lot smoother. So I don't know.
It's a lot sweeter than Coke is. Coke's
that's
a lot
probably what it is.
more bitter than Pepsi.
This is a debate I had with somebody at work. Coke cherry versus Pepsi cherry.
Both ass.
I like Coke cherry better than Pepsi cherry, but Pepsi cherry is pretty damn good though too.
What?
I don't like cherries. So
I like this one better than this one, but the one I dislike more is still really good.
They're both so good.
they're both good.
I just like cherry Coke better.
If we play Warzone, I don't play Warzone anymore.
If you do. He said if you do, you play Warzone. Read it right, you fucking idiot. If you do.
You smell like doo-doo. Cody's the only one that plays Warzone anymore. I don't play Warzone. I don't subject myself to that fucking masochism. How's Warzone right now?
It's actually been fun.
Is it because of the Halloween event, or is it actually been fun?
It has nothing to do with the Halloween event.
Because he loves eating ass, dude.
Yep. I was trying to focus my camera, dude.
Live long and prosper.
Do you play Warzone? How's it pronounced? Bloxy?
Doo-doo. Doo-doo pants.
Do you play Warzone, Bloxy? Nick was right. On one of our videos, he was like, "This is why we don't have views, and it's because of me." Pretty much accurate.
Starting to realize it.
Not realizing
the alcohol's starting to kick in.
People are starting to murmur.
Say you don't got the balls.
I'm not realizing it. I'm just accepting it finally. It's one of those things where you're like, I've heard a lot of people say this, but now I'm finally like, all right, I'll give you that.
There might be something to that.
There's some truth to your comments. Jesus Christ. Oh, why does nobody love me?
Cuz, dude. Anyways, Bloxy, yeah, I do play Warzone. I have just under a 2 KD. I'm not that great, so.
Don't let him lie to you. He's a fucking nasty motherfucker when it comes to a sniper rifle, and he won't be afraid to fucking say what he feels when he fucking pops that head off.
Yep. Sure. I much prefer to kill a motherfucker with a knife. Which I am excited they are bringing back Vanguard.
Oh.
And they're putting shipment in it. So I'm going to try to break my record.
Oh, shipment for like the 50 millionth time. Yeah. I hate these games.
All right, Bloxy, see you later.
All right, Bloxy, I appreciate you hanging out, man. You have a good night.
I'm a child. When I see doo-doo, I just laugh.
You are a child.
I appreciate the interaction, man. Thank you for being here. We're probably going to wrap this up anyways because this is turning into a fucking
shit show.
Yeah.
It's been a shit show, bro. Joke's on you.
I know. The show's only good when I'm not involved, pretty much. Who's texting me? Nobody. That's just an email. All right. Someone just wants my money.
Fuckers.
It's a Nigerian prince, dude. See what your money.
Where are you getting this information from?
No, I don't fuck with the lion. Gumale, ayo.
Yeah, all right. Blue gold.
When you coming now? What's that Circle of Life song?
Yeah. Did you
Oh
say
god,
Nicki Minaj, dude?
Nicki Minaj, Henny Mano. All right, we're gonna wrap this show up before I fucking dig a grave.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Thank you for hanging out with us, bullshitting with us. Bloxy, thank you for the comments. Richie, thank you for the comments. Everybody else that was here for the live, thank you for the comments and the interaction. Obviously, check us out here for tomorrow's episode for It's Been a Long Week. When I upload that, I'm going to be doing a rant on some funny stuff, like Nick said. That's going to be fantastic and really random. Definitely check that out. I'll be recording that in the morning before I head to my day job. So definitely check that out. Hopefully you have a fantastic Friday. I'm practicing my verbal skills right now. But yeah, hopefully you have a fantastic Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay fucking classy. If you've not made it to the end of this video, you're not going to hear this. So go fuck yourself. If you've made it to the end of this video, I fucking love you. And I will
have sex with you.
That too.
GG's.
Sure. But yeah, bye.